morning, y'all. Happy Friday. So the other day I made a basic buttermilk quick bread, and I'll try to leave an iCard above so you can check that video out. But today I'm going to use the same base, but I'm going to make it with cranberries, make it a more fruity, fall, wintry type of quick bread. So let's get started. So in this bowl I have my 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And then in here I have a teaspoon of salt, regular just kosher salt. You could use sea salt if you wanted to. I have 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, and a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm going to incorporate that right into the flour. Whisk it up. Oh, it smells so good. It's going to really give this a really nice, even though the holidays are kind of over. I had these frozen cranberries, back in the freezer, and I took them to thaw it out, and I thought I need to use them. So the rest I'm going to dehydrate. In fact, they're in the dehydrator right now. Okay, there's some of the dry ingredients. Now the sugar that I'm going to use is coconut sugar, and the brand is, let's see here, Madhava Organic Coconut Sugar, pure and unrefined. So I had enough left just to use in this recipe. So this is a 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. Mix that in there. And you can use brown sugar, or you could use white sugar if you wanted to. In fact, the recipe calls for regular sugar. Okay. Now my cranberries, they're fresh cranberries. You can use dried, but I don't have any dried, so I cut them in half. That way they'll, be easier to eat. Some of the bigger pieces I cut just in a couple little pieces, and then the small ones I just cut right in half. And I've got flour on them, so I'm hoping this will work and they won't just, sink all to the bottom. But we'll see. But I've got, this is a cup of cranberries. Get that in there. Okay. I'm probably going to have to switch to a spoon. Let's get them coated with that. Okay, and now I have 1 whole orange. It's a big navel orange, zested, just the zest. I'll put that in there. Get that incorporated around. Okay. And then I have a 1/2 cup of toasted pecans. And I'm going to throw in there. And now I think I'm going to switch to my wooden spoon. Okay, that's the dry ingredients. Set that aside. And the wet ingredients, in here I have 1 cup of buttermilk. And you could use regular milk, but the buttermilk I have, I'm trying to use it up, so I'm using buttermilk. And 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla. I just have the McCormick's brand. And 1 whole egg from my chickens, a fresh egg. And then this is 1 stick of unsalted melted butter. Let's get all that. And you can use vegetable oil. You could use, not with this one because it's going to have fruit and stuff in it, but you could also use olive oil. Let's get this whisked up and incorporated. And then we're going to add it to the wet. And I've got my oven preheating at 350 degrees. And my loaf pan I've sprayed with Baker's Joy, which is your flour and oil mixture together. Okay, I just want to make sure that egg is nice and blended up. Alrighty. Now we're going to add it to our dry ingredients. And this is going to be kind of a shaggy dough. It's not going to be really smooth, and you don't want to overmix it. So let me get this. Boy, it smells really good. You can smell that ginger and cinnamon. Oh wow, this is going to be so good. Just get it incorporated just enough so you don't see any more dry flour. underneath. Okay, that looks good. Scrape off my spoon. Okay, let's get it in the pan. Looks like a little bit of a mess over here. There we go. Okay, let's get this in our greased bread pan. Oh, there's a little bit of dry flour. I'm gonna make sure that's mixed in. Okay. It's a pretty quick bread dough. I'm gonna get all that good stuff out of there. Off the sides. And then we're gonna pat it down into the corners. Spread it out some. Okay. All that off of there. All right, and I'm going to bake it in a 350 oven. I think the last one it took 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I'm gonna put it on 45, and if it's not done in the center, then I'll let it go a little bit longer. But okay, there it is. It's all ready to go. I will bring you back when I'm taking it out of the oven. Okay, my buttermilk cranberry nut bread is all finished. It took exactly 45 minutes. And it smells wonderful here in my kitchen. I'm going to let it cool about 15 minutes in the pan. And then I'll take it out and let it finish cooling on the rack. And when it's all finished cooling, I'll bring you back and we'll cut it. And maybe spread some cream cheese or something on a slice. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, the cranberry quick bread is all cooled off. And so I'm going to slice it and try it and see. Yeah, it's got a little bit of crunch on the outside, which is great. Oh, look at that. It turned out so pretty. They didn't all sink to the bottom. So putting the little bit of flour on the fresh cranberries really helped. Let's see if I can get another piece here without... Look at that. And the pecans... It looks so pretty. Turned out so good. So you could add in it. You could do crushed pineapple. You could do, I don't know, mangoes, apples. Just about any kind of fruit probably that you could think of. You could put in this with your nuts. Okay, let me get a little spreadable. We're going to put some cream cheese on it. And this is room temperature cream cheese. Oh, look at that. And you could also, if you wanted to put like, if I was taking this to somebody's house, I could do up a powdered sugar with a little bit of orange juice, since there's orange zest in this one, and make an icing that you could just drizzle on the top. But since we're trying to watch our sugars a little bit, I decided not to do that this time. But let me get a fork and I will try this to let you know what it tastes like. It's nice and moist. Okay, let me see. You got your sweet. It's not really sweet though. And then the tart from your cranberries. The only thing I could think of is I might add just a little bit more sugar to it, but you don't have to. Very, very good. Okay, well, I thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and catch me in your next video. See you later. Bye.